if you don't fully understand why you do things, you will never understand what you do.
We all are in the creative industry.
Yeah.
So if you want to all kind of go around and start with Kevin, what is your thing?
What's my thing?
Yes.
I'm a very lively character, so from young I've had a huge interest in acting. I'm hoping to see myself doing that someday, you know?
Rhyanna. Hi, I'm Rhyanna. No, basically, yeah, I've always liked drama and stuff, so like drama's a big part of my life and acting and stuff like that when I was younger. And I kind of want to branch off into writing and like producing my own things and directing my own things like theatre companies and stuff like that. Maybe creating my own theatre company one day. Not too sure just yet. I don't know if I like kids like that, but like it's one of those things like.
Me. Yeah, basically I just I run a porn productions by day and scout actors by night.
Wow. Okay.
No, I'm joking. My first like interest in creativity side in drama and acting, and then I was like, it's gonna take 1,000 years to become an acclaimed actress, so why not learn how to make my own films and put myself in it? So that's what I'm doing, studying film and TV.
I'm Kleeves. I'm an actor, creative director, concept curator, videographer, photographer by hobby, a YouTuber as well, artistic mogul overall, and I'm going to change the world.
Is there anything you don't do?
Literally, is there?
I don't stop.
Oh,
Hey.
I'm not going to lie, you see this? Yeah.
okay, it's matter. Obviously, man's an official roadman. That's all you need to know. Boom. I'm joking. Okay, real thing. My name's Déviniat. I'm an actress, and obviously, I'm into writing as well. At some point in life, soon, amen, I will make my first short film, and I'd like to branch out into directing. Obviously, I'd say I'm focused on acting, so once I'm established there, when I'm established there, we'll look at the bigger picture and see where directing takes me. Amen.
I'm a producer. I like to produce content, whether it's an event, talk show, just the production side of things, even like photography, creative directions. I like to see things from the beginning, take it out, and then like the post-production, just see everything from the beginning to the end, and producing is my thing. So yeah, but I would say currently I am heavily in the beginning of my career. So obviously we're all getting older now, and you know we're going to be hearing these things from aunties, uncles, from you. So who are you bringing home? Who's coming home? So what I'm asking now is, do you think currently, right now, where we're at the beginnings of our journeys, could we take a relationship? Is it worth having a relationship right now?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I'm gonna be real, yeah? Okay, obviously, yeah. Been single for like 20 years. So like, obviously you get lonely sometimes. But it's, at the end of the day, like, I'm at a drama school, I'm at East 15, and I'm being so honest, like, relationships are long. They are long. Like, I don't understand how people can juggle those things. Like, I'm already emotionally unstable. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, at drama school, like, it just brings it out and you cry every day. Like, it's not, but I don't have time to have somebody else's problems. So to be quite honest, I know I'm gonna sound selfish, but realistically, even though the child in me is like, no, you want a man, I feel like it's more important for me to focus on myself and developing myself rather than jumping into a relationship where I'm not fully formed as a person or as a creative artist. And I feel like if you develop yourself into who you want to become, like, you know what I mean, then you attract the right people, do you know what I mean? Like,
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, yes.
people. There are people out there who do both. They are in a relationship and they're obviously working towards their career. Like you said, being able to juggle that's like a stress on its own. Like, but I don't feel like sometimes it feels the person you're with should be on the journey with you, depending on how your relationship is like. That person could always motivate you. You could pretty much, being in a relationship is like working with a business partner, for example. Though you might not be going into the same industry, that person should always be there to motivate you, to support you, to encourage you.
I've been through this, where I started off my career going into it with so much adrenaline, so much fuel, so much fire, went into one corrosive relationship, and it was a thing where I was putting all my energy into an empty vessel. To the point when I left the relationship, now I had nothing. I had to rebuild myself and basically charge my battery back up.
Yeah.
Can I take on an added passenger before I know if this journey is just for me first? If I'm trying to not find myself, but find my role within my life, because I'm the person I am to become. I'm now becoming.
Yeah.
But I haven't become them yet. The person that I'm going to be with hasn't become who they are supposed to be yet. So for you to come on my journey and me to, what will happen, and it's definite, you're going to then go on their journey and try to, because it's your partner, you're going to want to help them achieve. A relationship in itself is a job.
Yeah.
A healthy relationship is a career.
Yeah.
There's a difference between the two. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't get what I'm saying?
Sorry.
On the real, that's the truth of it.
Yeah.
Relationships happen, so you can't avoid getting into them, because if you like someone, you like someone.
Yeah.
So like you were saying, if you're in a relationship, or you get into a relationship and she's on that 9 to 5 ratata, and you're a creative and she doesn't support you or believe in your dream, how do you guys go about it?
You have to be sure about the relationship, like just
but
because
you like this person.
Then why are you with
like
that
this
person? Are you sure you want that person for life, or do you want a career? What's your priority?
It's not even that. One thing we need to fathom, I hate this. I don't hate anything I like. What I dislike is the narrative that we can't choose who we want to be with. Oh, if I like them, I like them. If you like a rape, you tell him if you like a guy and you find out he's a rapist, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
If you like a girl and you find out she's a psychotic wreck, sorry, but it's real. Are you still gonna like them? Can we be real? You're not gonna like them. What it is we like to play ourselves. Yeah? Oh, it's cool. I can change them.
I believe it. I believe that.
That's the real. I can change them, man. It will work out. And, it's just for now. No. You feel me? It doesn't work. And the whole thing of, right, if I like them, and then they don't support me. Get out of there.
Exactly. Because that's not a relationship.
It's
like,
now, what's happening? You have to go through it.
I completely
I get what
you're saying. Because really, when you start to like someone, you only gas that person up in your mind. You put them up here on a pedestal, and you not necessarily fall in love with that. Not fall in love. I'm getting deep, but like you fall in love with the idea of the best person they could be. So if you're still trying to hold on to the best person they could be, it's not your fault that you're trying to you're trying to see the best in someone.
You've got to break that illusion. Like it's a self.
So it's a conflict. Yes, and I can't change them. Wait, let me try and change them, but I can't change them. But I want to change them because
then
I can see the potential.
You're gonna end up hurting yourself because of bro. Like
if you make your own fairy tale, just know that it may not have the happy ending.
Yeah.
But people feel they do because it's their fairy tale, you feel me? Individual.
my thing with your question
That's the realist now.
is the individuality of it. Like you said, you're falling in love with like
the
idea of what they could be and what you could be together, and you want to be the whole shebang ting ting. But to be able to love someone properly, you need to love yourself. So if you're in that relationship and you're you're blocking where your actual destiny and your actual dream is going by being with that person, you need to drop it. Because it's all, best believe, it's always you and then the next person. For me right now, it's God, me, and whatever's behind. So if I'm not getting where I need to be in that relationship, Best believe there is no relationship.
You've got to
Like,
ask yourself if you value yourself more than that, or if you value that person more. Obviously, most
That's
people.
unfair.
Huh?
That's unfair.
And now another
That's
thing.
unfair. If you value yourself more,
No, but you no. It's an independent.
Wait, hold on.
No.
I get no. I get right.
No,
You have to
listen.
consider yourself. 100%. You come first.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You come first.
That's what I mean
But
by
if
value
you
yourself.
like this person, then are you robots to be like, okay, it's myself and me
That's
only.
it.
Let me
No,
switch off how I feel about
I'm
this
not
person.
saying
But you
that,
spoke
no.
about supporting.
Yeah.
If they're not supporting you,
You're-
you are your biggest supporter.
Exactly.
But there's only so
I thought I
long
was-
that
I
you
was-
can
I was
push that
doing
cart
it
by
right.
yourself. Do you get
But you
me?
need to
whole
understand
picture.
as well. We're saying that they should support us. Can we
Support them.
You
Exactly.
need to
Yo,
understand
it's
that.
got
I'm
to
putting
work both
myself
ways as
in
well.
It literally has to work in both ways, and at this point, I would say you need to be selfish, consider yourself first,
Yeah.
get to where you need to be, get whole, understand yourself like from your attributes to your flaws, to then go love somebody else, understand their attributes and flaws, because you need to fall in love with their flaws too to make things work. Do you
Because
know
the
what
thing
I
about
mean?
relationships as well, not even just people as well. You've got to be independent within the relationship.
You know what relationships do to you. They break you down and you give a little piece to that someone, right?
Yes.
And then you lose a bit of independence because you've given that little bit of independence to that person.
Yes.
Then it starts breaking down. What do you do now? And they're not creative.
By leaving that.
That's what takes us back to the question: is it worth having the relationship and going for
Look,
the
on a
career?
level, on a reason of like, come on, it's not worth the relationship.
Like-
You need to be, the thing is, you need to be so honest with yourself, like be brutally honest with yourself.
Yeah.
I have made so many damn mistakes because I see like my love life through rose tinted glasses, and I miss those damn red
Red
flags.
flags.
I'm telling you, you need to take those glasses off and go to Spectrum and to find yourself a proper
No, but
pair.
alright,
Those damn red flags. I'm telling you, you need to take those glasses off and go to Spectrum and find yourself a proper pair.
let me put it in a way, yeah, that everybody watching and all of us here will understand, yeah. If I eat something, yeah, that tastes good to me,
Yeah.
your favorite, let's say everyone's favorite meal, even if it's your favorite, even if it's home cooked or take or whatever, that's your favorite meal, yeah, then you start getting sick. And over time, you don't quite know what it is that's making you sick, but every time you eat this food, it's making you sick, and you're thinking, is it an ingredient, whatever? You're not realizing it's the meal itself, but you're slowly getting there. And one day you go to the doctors, and the doctor says, this is the reason what it is. It's the food that you're eating, and not food in general. It's this one thing that you continuously eat. Every time you eat it, it's making you worse, it's making you sick. Now that you know that is the root and that is the cause, do you go home and continue to eat it?
No.
Know what it's going to do to you, or do you stop?
Stop
And that's
there.
the problem. That's the problem we have. A lot of us, we're so used to doing
Okay,
it.
so,
now.
okay,
Yeah.
cool. I understand what you're saying.
That you don't
But we're
want-
here
Yeah,
speaking.
don't
We're here
stop.
speaking. Right? We're here speaking. That's how we feel. But like we're talking to the world right now, right? And that food, right? It's not that easy to switch off. You don't go home and then say, do you know
like a
what?
drug.
You're that food. Exactly.
It's like a drug.
It's a drug.
It's
You
definitely
are
You have
addicted
to
to
wean
it.
yourself off of it. If you really value yourself, you will
Exactly.
wean yourself off of it. If you want to stop smoking, you'll stop smoking. If you want to stop taking drugs, you will stop taking drugs because you
exactly.
care about yourself.
It's not even in just this scenario or situation. It's in everything in life. You're always going to be at crossroads where you've got to either go left or right. That's just how life is. In terms of relationships, this is now a point where you've got to make the decision to either go left or right.
But
Like-
it comes down to your will.
To your
I
will
really
as
like
well.
that
Like,
analogy, yeah. The whole, are you
No,
gonna
for-
go back to?
Would you
I'm
go
talking
back-
from a place where I've a lot of people come talk to me, and it's hard, and I feel them, and I feel how hard it is to get out of like those relationships, even if it is good, and to the outside world it's great, and I don't know,
But you know the thing is, yeah, that also ties into, I would say, mental stability.
Yeah.
In a way of, if you don't fully understand why you do things, you will never understand what you do. You get me? And that's I'm not gonna lie, I realized that I'm a very affectionate person. No, I am. When I'm in a relationship, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for my partner. To the point where it's mad for me to say this, but I almost feel I do more for my partner than I do for my own family. And I mean, that's the real. That's not me saying I don't love my family.
Yeah.
My brothers and sisters, they know I love them. But I mean, if my mum said to me, go to the shop,
I can.
yeah, Fam. A whole 20 minutes, I'm stressing like, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've had it in the past when I was younger, cloth days. I had an ex-girlfriend call me and say she's cold on her way to school and say, can you bring me a jacket? Fam, man ran up the yard, rude boy. with a jacket. I said, oh, to the point, what even does she's cold, she needs a warm jacket. I'm thinking, what would make her look good? I don't want her thinking that, you know, because she might be wearing a suit day. Let me give her the nice thing. Oh, this overcoat I got is checkered. She like that. You know what I mean? To the point, bro, my girl made it fully to school. And I'm thinking all about, I want my baby girl to look, not image-wise, but I mean warmth and something she can sport and she's not gonna feel away wearing it. Like, you know what I mean? I fully ran. And she's like, oh, I didn't even need it again. When I got there was only a split second of, you what, mate? But then after that, it was like, it was gone. It was gone. You know what I mean? No. If my mum said to me, come and butt me at Tesco, I need you to quickly help me carry the shopping back to the house, yeah? Oh. You know what? Yeah. You know my first response would be, why did you buy so much stuff? Why did you buy so much stuff? No, you can't carry it. Not bearing in mind, I have 6 brothers and sisters that she needs to feed as well. My logic now doesn't fathom it. Yeah, I'm saying, and it's a thing where over time I had to understand. That's where being selfish comes into it. When there's other opportunities, there's other situations, and you don't deem it like with the same like analysis as you deem this, you know what I mean? The same love or approach that you give to other things, the same effort, and that's what I'm trying to say. But it's different when you know beforehand where you're gonna go. You get me? I've heard it enough times. You get me? I want to do this, I want to do that, but that looks sick. Cool.
What do you do?
We could all say it. It's nice to say it. Words we can spray it. You know what I mean? But are you gonna do it? You know what I mean? Are you gonna bang them? No, that's the real, you know? Because I can wake up every day with a new dream, and more time, that's why people live their life in reality and watching these stars, because I can just imagine it. I can buy something and feel I live that lifestyle because I've got something similar to them that live that lifestyle. You get me? So now I'm almost on the same level as them. But you don't actually do what they do. You don't put the work in, bro. And one question I have here for us and to people out there, is you all want to be like these people. You all have role models and whatever. To be honest, I want to be a role model, not a role model, because I don't play this role. You feel me? But my thing is, you know them. No, but hear this, you know them, but do you know their work ethic? If you can't match their work ethic, don't bother saying it.
It's true.
And that's it.
So here on the Hotspot, we like to play games, so we've decided to get into teams to make things a little bit more competitive. We are formerly known as 5G. We're not cheesy, so it's just 5G. And you guys are, cheesy as hell.
What's your name?
Are you done?
What's your name?
What team?
5
plus 8.
Some Disney. What team?
5.
You don't want to be.
Get your head in the game.
Now, we've been talking about our relationships, what we would pick and stuff, so I decided, let's pick some scenarios. You see whether we pick love or our careers. And then to gain points within your teams, you actually have to match all 3 of you. So if all of us go red, that's a point. If we don't match, no point. So at the end of the day, we want to see who gets the most points from the scenarios. So we get that, we got that. Ready?
Hey, someone tally this.
Yeah.
I don't want no messing about.
Referee?
I'm winning.
Right.
Yeah.
So say you're in a relationship and it's been going good, everyone's hair, everything's nice, it's all cushy. And then you get a really good job opportunity. But then you find out that it's either you or your partner that is like gonna have a baby. So you impregnated her. Or you yourself are impregnated. Yeah.
Oh, because there's other females.
So what would you do? Would you have the child and stay in the relationship, or would you do what you have to do
and go for your career. 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a pretty straightforward. There's a child involved.
There's a child.
Yes.
No. Some people are very selfish, you know.
It's not even that. Listen, this is a different topic. It's a different one.
They don't think about it like.
Yeah, they were.
They just go for their career.
I don't know about that.
There are some trash baby daddies.
No. It's not
It's
even
not
that.
even
It's not even that.
I'm joking.
Okay, you pick the baby, but are you financially stable? What about if going to get your career, to get the money for the baby to then come?
I think it depends
sell
how.
crack.
It depends. No.
I will sell dope. I will
No.
sell coke.
Honestly,
I will sell this body for that baby.
I have a question. You are in a relationship. Both of you are in the industry. How do I put it? The other one, she wants you to be. She wants you to take care of the family. You have a family. She wants you to take care of the family, or he wants you to take care of the family, and be a house mom, dad. What do you pick? Do you stay in your career, or do you choose love? In 3, 2.
Wait.
Wait. I don't get this. Hold on.
She wants me to be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah.
But I want to do a career.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you
For
both.
what reason though?
But she's really doing up.
She's
She's doing this.
no. You're both in the industry. You're both in the industry.
And she would like for me to go home.
You're both doing bits, but she just got some opportunity where she could do bits. So she wants you to stay at home and take care of the kid. While she does her bits.
Let's just vote. We get it.
Or do you find a way to do a bit for yourself?
3, 2, 1.
Really?
Oh.
You would choose your career over your own family.
No.
Listen. Let me finish.
I stick by my trade.
Let me finish. Yeah.
I've got grandparents.
At the end of the day, really for fact, like this, I born these kids. They're mine. And if my husband is doing bits, you have to. Like this whole thing is like, look, I'm doing bits. We're both doing bits, yeah. No one's saying we're not both doing. But then you said we have an opportunity where he's going to do bits, and this kind of bits in my head is the kind of bits that changes.
Wait,
that changes our lives.
But did you say that if I don't do this, she won't do bits?
Exactly.
You just said that she wants me to stay home. So that's her opinion that I must stay home.
Because
You've already said.
And we're with the babies and watch play.
No, yeah. If you said there's a thing here where I would have to just stay with the children for a bit, while she does this, then I can do that because I'm going to make it regardless. If her opinion is
as literally you have to be the stay-at-home dad, and she's gonna now be the
for why? Why stay at home dad? Why we have family to do that as well. No, but my question is my thing is if you're going into this career, obviously initially, say you're both in the career, you're both willing to work. Were you now going to put that on hold when you had kids initially?
Never.
Yes.
Were you now going to put that
But the children.
Thank you. Yes.
How does that change? That's
You were never going to put it on hold.
That's what I said. You knew what I was before you met
got in
me.
there.
When we got together, you knew.
Exactly.
When we laid down, you knew. When we had the child, you knew. And now you want to come and change circumstances.
Even hold on. Even if it's a thing. Even if it's an opportunity that's financially going to set us for life, I don't think I'm still going to do. I'm not going to put my happiness on hold in terms of my career to look after my family. My family is my happiness as well. But for me to be washing plates, that's not going to make me happy.
I disagree. I completely disagree. That's why I felt red. I disagree.
No, on a level.
I disagree.
Think about it, like literally. Like you're both gonna earn out of this. It's not saying like.
My man said you're not earning.
No, as in like, but through him, his success is your success. You're both a partnership. Is that not so?
Yeah. I think the fact that we both picked this, my perspective, I came from a perspective of like, she's my wife, right? We've got a child. Now you've got that amazing opportunity. If I need to go home and do what I need to do, be the house dad, whatever, why can't I?
I've got one. I've got a good one. Got a good one. You're gonna love it. Right. You had a friend that you grew up with. Yeah. good friend to you, very good friend to you. Grew up through primary school, secondary school, was always together, batty and Ben, salt and pepper. Yeah, fish and chips. Yeah? Jollof rice with the sauce. All of it. Yeah?
You don't have sauce.
Yeah.
You do it. No, it is for me. I don't know how it's
Jollof rice and stew. It's actually a thing, you know.
It's actually a
I
thing.
mean, sometimes.
Yeah?
It's sometimes. Okay, anyway.
On the real, yeah? Now my thing is, Aki with the saltfish. Sorry, I just had to come off for the Jamaicans and the Cubans out there, whatever. Yeah, boom. Check this now. Right. You had a friend that you grew up with. You lot was inseparable. You want the same career. Yeah? You grew up wanting the same things, building each other in the industry, working together, growing up. You then parted, yeah? Right, you then parted. You knew you was like lovely, nice, whatever. They went away for a bit to a different country. You were still here, whatever, do whatever. Over time, you lost your connection. Still spoke here and there, but it wasn't what you was because you was always with each other 24/7. You wouldn't see one without the other, yeah? Right. One day you go to a job opportunity. This is your break. You see them. They tell you what they're doing, they're working in it, they're basically on the same level as you, you're both succeeding, but there's a mad opportunity and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, whatever. They then tell you, yeah, that they just got the chance for an opportunity that just so happens to be the same opportunity that you are going for, yeah? You both just got the same call for the same opportunity, yeah?
I don't want to answer.
Yeah.
No, go, keep going.
You just got the opportunity, but you haven't seen whatever. They just come back from wherever they come back from, and you both have the same opportunity. You have been tight for so long, whatever. Now, they say that their phone is dead, so they can't get hold of the person, but they have the number. Can they use your phone to call them for the opportunity? But you have not told them yet that you have the same opportunity. Now, do you choose career and say your battery's dead or whatever, or I have no minutes to call out? Or do you choose love and give them the phone to call the people to get a response?
1, 2, 3.
Really? Wait, you should explain first. Explain first.
You can use my phone right after I call them.
No,
Like, I mean, I really don't understand it. For me, a friendship, yes, it's tight and it's bonded, but I don't owe you anything.
Yeah.
No, absolutely fair. But I'm not gonna lie. If it was on the other foot, how would you feel? And also,
I would understand.
But also, the karma comes back around. I'm not gonna lie. That stuff comes back around. Do you think I'm trying to? Oh, the tea, let's the tea drop. The tea. Like literally. I'm just telling, like, I really for fact that stuff really comes back to haunt you in a different way, and I'm not trying to have like somebody like something massive happen to me, yeah, and I miss it because say something stupid like that happens. You know what I mean? Like you never know that person, your best friend, your ex-best friend, whatever, they could have gotten that job. Great for them. But they could have connected you to something even different. They could have connected you to something even bigger than that. What that
I
was.
disagree because you've just cut ties for how many years?
But you don't know what that conversation you guys had like, and the fact that you yourself gave them the phone that they needed, they won't forget that because they're like, raw, this person was actually here for me. That person could have been like, no.
Yeah.
And not just
Okay, but that person could have also been like, wow, you're here for me, and you'll never hear from them again.
Yeah, true.
They
Well,
could
but
be.
then the thing is, being a better person. That's it.
But you give them the
I can be a
phone,
better person,
and you both went for that job. You both went for that job. If you're good enough, they won't get it.
Yeah, that's
No.
what I'm
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
No,
It's
it's
all
not
teams.
even
That's what I'm
about that
saying.
anymore. It's not even about that anymore because you have people graduating from uni more qualified than people.
But this is your
who have
boy.
worked
This
in it.
isn't.
Forget
this
about
is
it
your
being my
or
boy.
your- No,
I'm telling you,
listen.
if it was my sister, I would do the same thing.
Wow.
Raw. I'd do the same thing.
I'm just gonna say, take the karma side out of it. We haven't spoken for long. You said we're both at good places in our careers right now.
Yeah.
We haven't spoken for a while, so I don't know what's happening behind closed doors. How do I know? Yeah, we're both good for this thing, but it would be best for them. So personally, for me, I would give the phone because I know my worth and how good I am. That if I don't get this opportunity, another one will come.
Yeah.
You lot,
Yeah,
since
no,
I've
no.
met you guys,
Yeah.
if there's an opportunity or whatever, I'll tell you. But I have to make sure I am confirmed my place first before I bring you through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get me? So I fully understand that. Now my thing is though, I wasn't asking, would you give them the phone once you call them first if you like them call? I'm saying, would you just give them the phone? If you said, yeah, I'll give them the phone, but I'll call them first, then I'll be like, alright, cool.
Okay, but that's the same thing. I just held up a different card.
No, you didn't. You held up a card saying that. You're not
I held up a yellow card. I literally said what you just said.
okay, alright then.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Right,
I really felt like you people were condemning me.
The
That
points
was-
are 1 and 2. 1 to us, 2 to yourselves.
So there's 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Hey,
So you
five,
lost
one,
lost again. Sorry.
Okay.
No, no.
1, 2, 3, 5. Rock it, club. Hey. No,
no,
you gotta work.
What
it.
team?
What team?
Guys, thank you so much for watching. You will continue to see us win. Yes. Yes,
Oh, yeah,
thank
of
you.
course.
Please
We didn't
subscribe and
lose.
comment down below who you
We
like
stayed
the
true
most,
to
and
us.
how you feel about like the questions and stuff, like open discussion and stuff like that. Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yeah.
See you later.
That was cute.